Hey everybody, it's Barb. We're making cauliflower Alfredo sauce in the pink radish vegan kitchen. I can't wait to show you how simple and delicious this recipe is. Let's get started. As always, I like to show you my ingredients. We've got cauliflower, our spices, our miso, and I love the garden veggie cubes. They're low in sodium and they work in a lot of great recipes to keep that sodium down if you're sodium sensitive. So it's time to saute some onions and garlic. You want to just sweat these down, keep the temperature somewhat medium so that they don't really brown. We're not looking for brown, we're just looking for soft and tender so that we can add then the cauliflower, which will be our next step, and also the veggie cube because we're going to add water to this and we're going to soak and basically cook the cauliflower in this really delicious broth flavored with the onions, the garlic, and then the veggie broth cube. When you get everything in the pan, the cauliflower, you're also going to add your cashews in. Now, cashews equal creamy in the vegan world, and if you're milk sensitive, cashews really are magical. So I invite you to use some unsalted cashews and throw them in anything that you want to turn creamy, like I make a tomato soup. So here's the lid on, the water's gone in, and the recipe, of course, is down below, as always. Okay, here's my kitchen workhorse, my Vitamix blender, but you do not need this kind of high-speed blender. This is such a soft ingredient after the boiling, you can just use any blender. Now here's all the cauliflower and the cashews. They've all been softened and boiled in that wonderful, flavorful broth. And I'm going to show you a little closer up. You can see the cashews. There they are. They're nice and plump, and they are so soft, so they will blend easily in any kind of blender. It is part of what makes this nice and creamy, so don't leave them out if you can possibly find these raw cashews. You can even rinse other cashews. So here everything is in the blender, and you add the liquid back in and not all of it, but some of it. And then you're going to blend away, add in your nutritional yeast and your miso. That is a very important flavor component. Miso gives a really great umami flavor to a lot of dishes, and I use it quite frequently and liberally in my kitchen. There it is. The towel's on the top because it's the steam. I have the vent out at the top of the blender because that's actually a really warm uh, stuff that went in the blender, so you've got to really watch the steam. So I cover it with a towel. Yay, creamy yumminess. It is so creamy and thick, perfect for covering any kind of pasta. Now if you don't like pasta and you want really gluten-free, if you can get gluten-free pasta, good. Or you can use potatoes. Guess who is going to lick the inside of the blender? Yes, I admit I did. And look, you get almost 4 cups. This has got a lot of potential. Depends upon how much spaghetti you're making and how many people in your family. But I got to tell you, this is something that you'll have for leftovers. You could even freeze some of it if you want. It doesn't last long at our house, so I would never freeze it. But I turn it sometimes into a cheese sauce for nachos or use it in any other kind of vegetable dish. You can cover broccoli with this too. This is such a versatile sauce. So here's another little shot at it. So that was a quart jar and then a pint jar. And I kind of calculated that it was about 4 cups. We like to add peas. And always this, did I mention it's a one pot meal? After I cook the cauliflower in the pan, I wash the pan and cook the pasta in there. We also like peas with this. If you're not a pea eater, leave it out. You want broccoli, add broccoli. This is totally your call. So here's the sauce on top of the pasta. We're going to get ready to mix it in and give it a good toss. As I said, it's nice and thick and it just sticks to everything. So there it is, all mixed up and the peas in it and everything. It's so funny when I hand the plate to my husband, the bowl of pasta, he always looks at it with such admiration in his eyes and he's like, oh, yum. Now I add chopped parsley. You can add any kind of chopped herbs you want to the top. We eat with our eyes. So, doll it up a little bit and be a little fancy if you want. If you don't have the herbs, that's okay too. Dried works great, not only fresh. And there's your, beauty shot there. You can hide those veggies. The family will not know they're eating cauliflower with all that fiber and goodness that you can bring to the table. So thanks for watching. And next week, I have a surprise for you. I'm making these gluten-free, wonderful oatmeal breakfast cookies. I've been holding out on you. Honestly, I make these all the time. It just dawned on me the other day that I really need to share this recipe with you. I like these because you can grab and go. I eat them in the afternoon when I have a little bit of like hunger pains before dinner. One cookie is about two inches across. Ah, you guys are going to love it when I show you the versatility and how easy these are to make. And they will become a favorite in your house as well. So I want to thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. And here's one more shot of your delicious cauliflower Alfredo. I hope you give it a try.